What's up, everybody? Happy Monday and welcome back to the Doghouse. The 2018 NFL Draft has come and gone. Just that fast, over and done with. We now know who's going to make up a better part of the Cleveland Browns roster, and today we're going to break down all of our picks and see what we came away with. We're going to play a little game today. We're going to call it the good, the and the ugly. Let's start out with the good. The news broke Wednesday afternoon that the Browns were maybe considering Baker Mayfield at quarterback first overall. Everybody kind of chalked it up as smoke screens. They didn't believe it. Everybody thought for sure it was going to be Darnold or Allen maybe. I was in that group. I didn't think Baker was going to go one overall. So after they took Baker, I decided to go back and look at things and kind of reevaluate the situation. So let's take a look at Baker. When I went back and looked at everything, he had better arm strength than I thought he did originally. His ball security is phenomenal. He's a system fit. If you take a look at what we have in Tyrod Taylor and how they're going to shape the offense around him, it's really kind of close there. We know last year Deshaun Kaiser, more interceptions than he had touchdowns, probably double the number of interception to touchdowns. And then they went Tyrod, who only threw 4 picks last year versus 14 touchdowns. So the analytics kind of played into this, I think, a little bit, and you can really see a lot of the same things you see in Tyrod in Baker. So he is a system fit. The section of Baker, he's only 6 foot tall. Shush! I know what you're thinking. He's only 6 foot tall. Maybe he's Drew Brees. Drew Brees is only in the 6 foot range. Russell Wilson's only in the 6 foot range. Tyrod is only in the 6 foot range. There are quarterbacks in the NFL who are in the 6 foot range and have had success in the past. It's been done before. Stop freaking out. The ugly with Baker is he does need to work on his maturity. He's a good leader in the locker room, on the field, off the field. Just needs to clean up, grow up a little bit. Again, not Manziel 2.0. We don't have any drug addictions, alcoholism, anything like that. He did have one arrest back in 2017 for a public intox. I know, just as soon as I get done saying he's not an alcoholic, we have a public intox charge. Rumor has it that he was trying to break up a fight outside of a bar, not a Manziel situation where he's out partying all the time, getting drunk, and doing God only knows what. Moving on to pick number 4. I know everybody wanted Chubb. The idea of Chubb and Garrett on the same line is pretty enticing to me as well, but we picked up Denzel Ward, Ohio State cornerback. Again, cornerbacks were such a glaring hole in the defense last year. We absolutely needed to do something here. We went out, we did it. I think Ward is a fantastic pick. He's a local kid, excited to play for the Browns. I mean, really, how often do you find somebody excited to play for the Browns? This kid is excited to play for the Browns. Let's cover everything with Denzel. The good, great ball skills. He only had 2 interceptions at Ohio State, but he was always around the ball, had a lot of pass breakups, is a true shutdown corner. He's got outstanding speed. He's fun to watch. I loved watching him play on Saturdays. Really excited to get to watch him play Sundays now. He will be a game changer day one. Now, he's going to need a little bit of time to clean some things up and transition into the NFL, but who doesn't? Give the kid some time. He will be outstanding. Could also use to put on a little bit more weight. He's a little bit light. I believe he weighed in at 183. I'd like to see him more around the 195 kind of range there. That'd be great. Moving right along, Nick Chubb, running back, pick 35. The good. Kid is a powerful runner. He's fun to watch. In my opinion, the second best running back in this year's draft class. He has potential to be a game changer day one. The with Chubb, he's got a nasty knee injury in 2015. He has bounced back really well since then, and the only other concern I have is his long-term durability and his career length because of that knee injury. Like I said, he's made an outstanding comeback from that injury, but we'll see how it plays out further on down the road in his career. The ugly, I've got nothing on Chubb. I mean, this is going to be a great addition to our offense. He's going to be fun to watch. He's a good pick at 35. All right, that does it for the good picks. Let's move into the category. All right, so we have Austin Corbett, offensive line, pick number 33. The good about Corbett, he plays clean, he's versatile, he plays until the whistle's blown. He gets done blocking his first assignment, he'll move into the next level, find a linebacker to block. keeps playing until that play is good and long over. He can set and hold an edge. The factor in this guy, he gets beat in the line sometime by speed rushers, and the Browns don't know how they're going to use him yet. We made some moves in free agency, brought in some more offensive linemen. We're talking about shifting Sean Coleman over from right tackle to left. I thought that was going to be the plan. They bring in Corbett, and everything goes haywire. They don't know how they're going to use him. They might try him at left tackle. He might play guard. He might just be depth. I would have liked to see at 33 them go after maybe your wide receiver. Maybe a Cortland Sutton. He was still on the board then. Would have been a fantastic addition to the receiver room. But we went offensive line. We knew it was going to happen at some point. I just think if you're going to add a depth player and you're not sure on whether or not this guy can play the position you need, you take him a little bit later and you develop him and use the guys you know you have that can play the spot. Next up, we have Chad Thomas, defensive end, pick number 67. The good. He has great size. He's powerful. He has a really high ceiling. He can contribute day one. He needs to learn how to use his hands a little bit better. Really comes into the line kind of chest first and uses his hands second. Very raw player. He's going to need to learn how to play the NFL game. The ugly, he has potential to be a bust if he's not willing to learn the position and take the time to develop and really kind of dive headfirst into learning the NFL game. Next up on the list, we have Genard Avery, linebacker at pick 150. The good, he can play inside and out. This kid is built like a tank. He had a great combine. The he needs to work on some fundamentals and some mechanics in his game. He will be a special teams contributor to start, I think. And he won't be a day one starter, but he does add depth and competition at the position. Didn't find anything ugly on this kid, so let's hope he's going to work out for us as well. Damian Rantley, wide receiver, pick number 175. The good, he's got good size, 6'3", 190 pounds, good speed, and he averaged 19.6 yards per catch last year. The he's got limited production. In 3 years of college, he only had 47 catches. Not a whole lot to go off there. I think he's going to have a lot of work to do developing his game for the NFL level. Moving right along to the flat-out ugly picks the Browns made this year. First up on our ugly picks list, we have Simeon Thomas, defensive back, pick number 188. The good, he's got good size, he's athletic. The ugly, character concerns, and only played one complete season in 4 years of college. Had a lot of academic issues that kept him off the field. Not a whole lot to go off of with this kid either. And the ultra ugly, pick number 105, Antonio Callaway, wide receiver. The good. Could have been the first receiver taken in the draft. He's got that much talent, and he's got great speed, and he's also a contributor for special teams in the punt return game. He needs to be more active in off-field team activities. He needs to be more active in the gym. He also needs to really devote himself to anything off the field. The ugly. This is where we get really, really ugly. He's got a long history of drug use. He tested positive for marijuana at the combine. He was involved in a sexual assault case in 2016, but he was cleared of all charges. He did not play in 2017 at all due to a credit card fraud scandal where he had found himself a nice little stolen credit card, went out and charged things up. He and another teammate were suspended. Well, that's it, everybody. That's our 2018 draft class. The Browns have made some good selections. I think we have, towards the top of the draft, some players that are really going to contribute and improve the Browns' season this year. We've got the group where we'll see how they develop, and they got the ugly. One of them in there has got huge potential if he can clean himself up and really dedicate himself to his craft. But we'll see how it all pans out. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week in the dog. What's up? What's up? 9 picks in this year's draft. We're speed. He's the best true due to credit card fraud credit card probably end up getting cut. That's wrong.